crap! This is Andrew W.K. Say hi to the people.
Hello, hi to the people. How are you doing?
Yep. The absolute madman of music, jack of all trades. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
Well, thank you. Likewise, pleasure to be here. Thank you for including me on your program.
Yeah, no problem. First thing first, the past year and a half, 2 years have been huge for you. Just a bunch of different events happening.
Thank you.
You finally got to release Close Calls with Brick Walls.
Yes.
In the United States.
Yes. Thank you.
With the B-side.
Yes,
right?
yes. Collection.
Yep. And just a little bit before that, you did a Gundam cover album.
Yes.
Absolutely insane. And
thank you. Thank you.
55 Cadillac.
Yes.
All of which are fantastic. And if you haven't heard any of them, please check them out.
Very well informed. I appreciate your preparation here, your familiarity. It's very kind of you.
Yeah, it's no problem. So, you know, you release things that are at a pretty fast rate, like compared to a lot of artists.
Really?
In that sense.
You know, that makes me feel great because I felt like I hadn't really been very prolific. I mean, there were some years there that I didn't put out anything.
Well,
I think.
You have a lot going on. As I said, you are a jack of all trades. You are, you know, a motivational speaker. Which, do you want to talk about that a little bit, like the?
I'm a jack of all trades and a master of one.
Well, okay.
And that's just of existing.
Being the Andrew W.K.
I've been able to survive. I haven't died yet, so I would like to think I've mastered to some degree being alive. But as far as any other trade, I think I have a long way to go, whether it's music or talking, speaking in general. But I mean, there's a lot of excitement there. All the things you mentioned, I'm very grateful for having been able to get to do. Right. Things changed a lot for me in 2005 that created a lot of these new opportunities leading up till now 2010, where now things really are at the best they've ever been. So 2005, things was very shocking for me personally, and then it kind of just built back up until now. I feel like things are better than they've ever been, even from the very get-go. So I don't know if it's a comeback or a new beginning or just the way things were meant to go all along, but what I feel most is gratitude, because, for example, there's so many things in the world for you to be aware of, yet you were aware, even if you took the time to prepare before this, you're aware that I was making these albums, and the fact that anybody cares enough about it at all, now I feel more humbled than ever, and just amazed that I still get to be in show business of some kind after almost 10 years. It's the greatest business to be in.
Yeah, and you know, even though it was a positive year, you've had some down moments in the past year. There was a lot of criticism that came your way, which I don't want to get into too much.
Oh, wow.
You spent a lot of time talking about it.
No, I mean, that's nothing new. I've had there's been questions about me and doubts about me, I guess, like probably any semi-public figure. I mean, anyone who goes out and does anything, there's going to be some people that have criticisms. So I've been dealing with that from the very beginning, back in 2000, 2001. But it's true, after 2005, when in my business life, the part of what took a turn was certain things being exposed, or certain people I was working with, we got into a lot of, just things got really bad. Yeah. And the great thing now is after those 5 years, from 2005 until now, 2010, everything's been resolved. Right. Now things are even in a better position business-wise than we were back in 2000 or 98 when we first very started. So I'm just, again, thankful. I'm glad everything's worked out. I feel like it was meant to go this way. Like, life had this certain road for you to take, and sometimes you think, why would if I was meant to go down this twisted, crappy road, what's that supposed to teach me? Well, of course, it makes you stronger. Right. Going through the ordeals in life, you come out stronger on the other side, or something like that.
Just speaking of unique business opportunities, can you tell me how Destroy Build Destroy really came about? Like, was that?
It's a TV program.
To you, or
There's a baby-faced young man waltzed towards me. He stepped 1 foot around the corner of a wall. And then somehow, without moving this foot, he stepped the other foot around the corner. I can't recreate it. I mean, if you show me here, show my shoe. But you see there's chips and stuff. Just don't pay any attention to those chips. He put 1 foot out, and I saw this leg. So I'm standing over there. I see just a wall here and then a leg. And then all of a sudden, the other foot comes around like that. And I think, what? The guy spins around. He circles back. My jaw's on the floor. I'm saying, what is going on here? This baby-faced gentleman makes himself known to me, and that's really how it all began. The details are just details. They're not very interesting. That first moment is what I always remember, because you can tell when your mind is going to be blown, right? You remember those moments. The first time you heard the favorite song, the first time you saw an amazing movie or concert, the first time you visited some amazing place, and you remember those mind-blowing moments. And with this baby face, it lifted up out of almost like I don't want to say a smoke, but like a steam or something, and it was washed clean. Every pore was completely minimized. It was like the guy who had a porcelain skin, and he popped up. I mean, it was wild.
One more quick thing, if you had to wrap up what Andrew W.K. is, what the message is to the people, to the fans, to the public in general, what do you think it is?
Andrew W.K. is a young man who started out in this world with the idea that everyone had the God-given birthright to enjoy themselves every day, all day.
Right.
And this idea that only sometimes they're supposed to be fun, or only on the weekends that you get to party. I was under the impression that somehow we could change that and we could make everyone have fun all the time. And I'm here in that name, and I'm using entertainment as the most effective and powerful and motivating way to get that excitement spread across the entire human race. And that is what I'm working for. I'm an employee of that cause, and it's the greatest job you could ever have. And I'm just honored every day that I get to party professionally for a living and spread joy throughout the world.
Right on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you for taking the time. No, thank you. Thank you.
Can't wait to catch your set.
Thank you. Yes, later today.
Tour every date this year.